Good afternoon, good evening, actually, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the chat, please do hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those great things. Okay. This is going to be a short video, but I wanted to talk about a hit and run that happened at Lamar and Garfield. Okay. um, and it happened the early morning of, I believe, April the 28th. Okay. It says a woman died after she was struck in a hit and run crash early Monday morning in the Castelia Heights neighborhood. So it was in Castelia. Memphis police said officers were called around 1:40 a.m. Monday to a crash at Lamar Avenue and Garfield Street. There, they found that a driver struck a woman at the intersection, killing her before leaving the scene, police said. Police said the suspect's vehicle is believed to be a silver sedan, possibly a silver Impala, with front end and radiator damage. Okay. So this was the other night. This was the first night that it happened. Okay. I see now that they have a better um here's a video of it. Hold on, you guys.
He says it happened for help finding a driver involved in a deadly hit and run this morning. MPD says it happened just after 1:30 a.m. in the area of Lamar and Garfield Street. The driver of this vehicle that you see on your screen, it's a silver sedan, possibly a Chevrolet Impala. It hit a female pedestrian, killing her, and then they drove away. The sedan may have front end and radiator damage. If you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. Remember, that number is 901-528 cash.
Okay, you guys. So it the car has been found. Okay, since they aired this, the car has been found. Um, Hold on one second. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the car has been found since they've put that up. Okay. I don't know if the person has been arrested. No one knows that. No one at this point knows that if it was you know, if they tried to do it or not. Okay. I would believe, this is just in my opinion, that with something like this happening, they said that the person just drove off. Okay. They slow down or they stop and then they just drive off. How could you hit a person and then just leave them there for them to die? Okay. So it is in my belief that it was on purpose. Okay. That's just what I believe. Um, but of course, like I said, they have found the car. I don't know if they have found the person. That's why I say if anybody knows. Normally, when things of this nature happens, um, guilt starts to get the best of somebody, and they may tell somebody else, and they may tell them the circumstances surrounding why it happened. And that's why I say that with this situation, it would be really good if somebody knows something, for them to come forward. The young lady's name was, they called her Michael, but her name was Miranda. Okay, Miranda Michael Thompson. Okay. Um, she had 5 children, and Michael was still a very young woman. Okay. She was a young woman. She was no more than about 40. She may have been 40. She may have been no more than 42, okay? Because she was a lot, she was quite a bit younger than us, right? And her sister and her mom and all of them and her dad, they're taking it extremely hard. Her children are taking it very hard. Marquel still had children. She had 5 kids, like I said, and quite a few of them are still underage, right? Even with her adult children, they're teens, 18, 19 years old. Um, I think she had one or two sons up in age like that, but the rest of them are underage. Okay, so when people do things of this nature, they need to be brought to justice because they took a young lady away from her family, and she was very well loved. Okay, Michael is my first cousin. Okay, she's my uncle's daughter and my dad's brother's daughter, and she was very close to her sister, who was my cousin, her brother. All of them are my first cousins, and I think that it's sad, just watching, just seeing, how her mom and all of them is torn up, in which they should be, because Marquel loved her kids, and she's a young mom, and she's left all of these children behind. Um, to be raised. They'll be raised, finished. I'm sure they'll be loved because her mom and her sisters and her brothers, and her dad and all of them, they love her. But kids love their mother. She loved on her children. And so her kids are already missing her. So it's nothing like your mother raising you. Okay. So that's why I say, it's always somebody that knows something, right? They always know the reason. I don't believe that it was a freak accident, because oftentimes when people are caught, they try to make up stuff. You know, they try to make up things, but because of their guilty conscience, they've told some more. They've told somebody else that has told somebody else, and they know the real, true story, right? So that's why I say if somebody knows something, they need to come forward because, too often, Marquelle was on her a motorcycle. She was in a motorcycle club. She liked to ride her motorcycle, from what I'm told. And so, you know, yeah. So whatever it was, whatever the circumstances was surrounding that, because I don't believe that it was a freak accident. Um, I just believe that somebody else would know. Okay, the full story of what happened, and come forward uh, to tell the full story of what happened. Because see, what happens is when we allow people to, lie and go, well, it was a mistake. If you got it in you to hit somebody, to hit a mother and kill them out of rage or anger or whatever it may have been, and just leave, even if it was just an accident, in which I don't believe that it was, it's something wrong with you. Okay, I can't hit an animal and just leave them on the side of a road, let alone a full, bright, vibrant young lady that's got 5 children and a family that loves her, right? Kids that are minor children that are broken apart. I think Quail had about 3 minor kids left. I think 2 of her boys are grown because she had all boys and one girl. Okay. Um, the girl was the last one, and that's why I know she's about no more than 5 or 6. Okay. Um, so I would like for somebody to come forward to um to tell her what happened. Okay. Now I think Memphis police. Hold on, they may have had it on their page. My cousin had to call her page, but I don't want to put her page up. Okay, I don't want to do that. But it's just a shame what's going on in Memphis. I mean, it's just too many people that are emotionally sick. When they get mad, they feel like, I'm just gonna kill you. I mean, just emotionally messed up. And so this person does not need to get like negligence or vehicular homicide. They need to get first degree murder. Okay, because I in my mind that's what I believe that it is. Okay, therefore the next person that decide that they're going to, if they're mad about something, they can't just decide that they're going to hit a young mother or father and knock them off of a motorcycle and run them over and leave them there to die. Okay, all right. I wanted to show some pictures of Mike Well. Okay. um Hold on one second. I wanted to show some pictures of her. Her children are not doing good. And so it broke my heart to see what her son had put up, all the messages that she would, send to her children and stuff. Um, and now, these kids are left behind. Okay. Hold on one second, you guys. I want to make sure I show um because I don't want to show her, I don't want to show the kids. Um, but I do want to show, hold on one second. I do want to show her. Okay. A mother that worked hard. Okay. Her birthday was, I believe, um, April the 1st. Okay, she just turned 41. I knew she was young. She came behind us. She was a baby. Um, she just turned 41 April the 1st. Okay, so she just turned 41 this month, and this is her. Okay, this is her. I want to make sure because she have her kids on her page quite a bit. Like I said, she was a real person. She was loved by her family, and they are very distraught. Her okay. So her, oh my God, it's been that long. So I said her daughter's about what did I say? She was 5 or 6. She's 9. Okay, it's been 9 years since she had that little girl. Wow. But anyways, you guys, hey, rest in peace to Mike Quayle. I hate this um for my uncle and for my cousins. I do. I hate it. Um, Mike Will, those kids loved her. So when you see kids loving on their parents and stuff, that means that they're doing something right. But if anybody knows anything, about who it was that struck her and why they did it, the real story of why they did it, I think it would be good to call like 528 cash. Okay. Crime Stoppers do pay because some people, they will allow, they'll wait and then they'll decide to tell it later. But um, if you call Crime Stoppers, maybe that $2,000, because doing the right thing should be for free, but getting $2,000 should help you to do it faster. and tell the people the truth about what really happened as it relates to Mike Well. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I was going to talk about that yesterday, but I got around to talking about it today. I'm so happy that the car has been found. So I'm sure, the car being found. I don't know if they've gotten the lady or whoever it was, um, that they say, or whoever it was that was driving that car. Um, but if anybody knows, who did it, and the real reason why they did it, I would really encourage you all to call 528 cash. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.